Hi, there you are. This is Clumsy Tave, I think. And so far, we're going to show you my creative intent for what's this level's name called again?
NaBok is this level I've been working on for a contest. But I've recently jumped out of that contest because the deadline's coming in quick. And I have been heavily procrastinating on this. And if you also have any criticism for me, I'd love to hear it. I love to hear criticism because this is my first decoration level. So let's run through the level. And overall, I think I did decent in the beginning. Not as good as later parts, but it's fine, you know. If we go on invincibility mode, so where I cannot die, I'll be able to show you the whole level. I may regret it, because it has some secrets, but I guess I could show you guys, you know? I feel comfortable showing you some secrets. There's some stuff that I have not fixed up, but it's a real easy fix, you know? I'm not going to get that coin route, but you could probably guess how to get there. And as you see, I have been procrastinating on this a lot, and I've been trying to rush this to perfection, which isn't the best, I must admit, but yeah, this part I'm really proud of. I think I really nailed it in the coffin for this one. So you could see where I've been coming from, you know? That's a crazy part. Oh, geez. I'm slightly ill, so I'm not sure if I should even be making this video, but I just want to show you what a beginner decorator is able to do. Oh, I was so sure I was gonna finish this level too. I deleted this whole part because it didn't fit the song that I changed. Originally it was for the contest, but then it wasn't going to be the contest, so it's like, why not change it? This part used to not look like this. All the custom objects were not here. What my creative process was. So basically at the beginning it was kind of boring. If you checked here, all of this were just like really translucent blocks. Really basic decoration, not interesting at all. But then I decided, it does not look good at all. Also, it had a different background. It had a background similar to this, you know? But except there were different colors and it changed colors. I decided to delete that because it was getting out of hand. So I changed it up and made it so these things move along with you. And honestly, I think it's pretty cool. The way I found out these line thingies, you know, was I saw how this YouTuber used it on a block design, and I was like, what if I use it as a background? And then I just started trying to find patterns. It worked out, and I was like, what if they just shifted side to side to make it more dynamic, you know? And I think I pulled that off pretty well. I'm not sure if I should keep this one. These ones, like, doesn't look the best, but I'll let y'all decide on that. This, wait, you don't even know what I'm talking about. This thing, as you could tell, I'm ill. These things, you know, these blocks. Yeah, I've been working on that for a while now, and I decided to incorporate it in this part because if we look all the way to... I use these blocks, and I was like, hey, that actually looks cool. I basically, what I did was copy the background and make it, like, blending, I'm pretty sure. Hold on, let me check. No, not blending. Different opacity. See, they're white blocks, but they blend in the background. Opacity, but like in you know, alpha trigger kind of deal. I'm not sure if I could find where that alpha trigger is. Hold on. It's 13. 13, where are you? Well, yeah, I just basically changed the opacity to make it so it just blends in the background, and yeah. So I decided to use this part too. And instead of making it transition so it's at the top of the screen, I just kind of made it go like that because, you know, like seamlessly making it go up seemed a bit too hard. So I was like, why don't I just keep it like this? You know, it's not worth the effort. And these rainbow blocks. These rainbow blocks, I was like, I want to do some with rainbow blocks. So what I did, I took this, I splattered it on to make the rainbow blocks even less visible. Let's see, where's the layer? Where is the layer? Jesus. This is the layer, but there's different blocks for some of them, you know? You see? These blocks is the main ones I use to make the rainbow died out. And it's kind of like when you, is it like car wash? It's something. Oh, metal looks rainbowish because of the effect of the water. Yeah, that's kind of how it goes, you know? This, kind of weak, honestly. I think I should change it, but your suggestions would be great. I would love to have suggestions from you. This part, I was like, I want to do a little spin, you know? So I made the thing kind of basic. These parts, pulse to white, and as you could see, there's a layer right here that's under here and here that change color. And I was like, that looks pretty sick. So I did that. I think it's pretty sick. A lot of, also I deleted like this certain part because I didn't like it, but I didn't have to delete it. I could have just deleted the custom objects, but I just made a whole new part. It's decent, I'd say. The gameplay isn't the best, but I'll stick to it. If y'all really think we'll benefit from different gameplay, by all means, tell me. Tell me. And there's so much swag routes you could do. It's insane. And yeah, you pass through here. This used to be a coin route, but then I found more coin routes, so I was like, let's delete that. I'm not going to go through the coin routes, but you could probably guess how to get the coins. For here, you could go down here. Hold up, let me show you. Oh yeah, you can't see me. Also, you don't need that speed roll changes for. See, look at. See, look at that. That's sick, ain't it? A lot of these point routes were not intentional at all. I don't think any of them were intentional, actually. Which is funny. The swag routes just, like, come to me, you know? This used to be a layout part. Because I was like, hey, layouts are pretty sick. No, that's not what I was like. I was like, if I made this a layout, it would make this part look so much more cooler. Because this part is arguably my best part that I have made, in my opinion. Oh yeah, it's not 2 times speed. It's supposed to be 2 times speed though. See, look at this part. It looks pretty sick. I'm not sure about the purple. I might have to change that. It was originally not there, but then I was like, why not? I really went all out on this part. And then I made the opacity of the background lower because of the fact it was messing with the blocks. I was too lazy to layer everything, so yeah, that's what I decided with. I am almost done decorating this last part. So close. But I decided to decorate more in the beginning. That's a quick run through. Let's go back here. Let's circle back, as they say. So this part, I kind of just butchered the block design. And it just turned out fine. Wait, oh, I forgot to tell you. Oh, there's these blocks. I got inspiration from NX-Ypsylon. Thought that was pretty cool. I thought it would be cool if there's a blizzard because it's kind of cold part of the level. You know, so why not make a dot blizzard thingy? And custom spikes. I love custom spikes. I don't know why. So yeah, that's what I did. And I kind of try to stay faithful to the layout part of it, even though it's not too faithful. Now let's go apart. This block design, I kind of just butchered it completely. I was like, why not let's just try and do a block design So I quickly wrapped up a style for my block design and kind of worked. Then later on, I made this GG. Or not, just a single G because it's not fully completed yet. I made a single G, which I thought was pretty cool. It's like blinks to G. And yeah, I like it. And beforehand, I got inspiration from Future Funk and its ending to make like this background have like stripes. And then I looked back at Future Funk and I was like, hold up. Future Funk's block design kind of looks more complex than just a bunch of stripes as you see here. It's not this, but it works. It works. I like it. And it rotates, which I think is pretty sick. Let's go back. Look at that. Look at it. I am really proud of how my decoration skills held up. A recurring theme amongst the background of my levels are the triangles. I keep placing these slope, like, passable objects for the background. Because it just looks cool, you know? My original thought for this level was it to be really glassy, so took inspiration from stained glass, you know? Just stained glass. I didn't actually search up any reference for stained glass. I kind of just went with it in my mind, you know? That's why I messed with a lot of opacity in the beginning, but then I just deleted it because it did not look good. I don't even think I have any footage of me, like, the original one. But now it looks pretty sick. I love how it turned out. And with these green blocks, I just noticed from here, if I stacked a colorful block and a non-colorful block that looked the same, it kind of just makes this effect. I think it was from different one of these, you know? I just didn't stick with that. But look it, yeah, it does look cool, right? It makes it darker and cooler and sicker. So I was like, why not just keep that up with this part? Because it looks kind of mechanic. Or like, I'm not sure how to describe it. But yeah. All of these coin routes, they were by accident. Let's just go with it. You know, for this part, I always thought that it would be fun to mess with the opacity with these thingies. Hold up, these thingies. You know, to make it blink and stuff. I thought that would be such a cool concept. It didn't turn out as well as I thought it would, but it's respectable, you know? It's respectable. I tried. And yeah, I somewhat did good, you know? And by messing with the opacity of the background, I kind of made the lights stand out more than it did earlier. Which I think is pretty neat. With this part, I just really didn't know what I was doing. I kind of just made it, the whole structure rotated, but then I changed it because of center objects and stuff. And then it just rotated by itself. And the second part still rotates the whole building. So it's just chaos what that became, but I'm keeping it because it doesn't look bad. It just looks, you know, that. For these buildings, I thought it'd be cool if I stacked up pawn stuff and just like shifted it down, and it did turn out good, I'd say. I like it. And then this, I noticed that there doesn't need to be lining because you could just hide the layout. So I was like, yeah, why not do that? Why not do that? For this part, I thought it'd be cool if the confetti was going upside down. So I changed this to upside down. So the confetti goes. So it makes sense that the confetti is going upside down instead of being weird. Then it turns back to normal when you go back to normal gravity. Hold up. Decorated my first level. I think I got lucky. I think I got heavily lucky. Even if you don't think this is the best level, I think my effort was decent. Because I had so much ideas for this. Also, as you can see, I thought of the whole background just rotating. And I just stuck with it. I made a whole new level for this to test how it would be. And I was like, yeah, that looks pretty sick. Because if we go back, for NaBok, the name also changed. It used to be Absolute NaBok. Now it's just NaBok. So a lot of things change. I think I should change this structure. It does not look the best. But then again, they say glow makes everything better. I tested a lot of things with other levels. I kept going at it, rushing at it to see if there's anything good, and it turned out pretty decent. So this was my creative process for this level. I think I explained a lot of it and what I means to be me, and how I'll showcase none of this. I'll showcase the coins whenever I get a huge amount of likes. Once I get 100 subs, you know. If I get 100 subs or not, who knows? What will editor even think for this? Would he cut this out? I don't know. Will I even go around editing this? I don't know. It's pretty long, and I don't like editing long levels because I'm horrible at editing. With this part, I decided to do this because I originally had it. I did not delete it. So I was like, why not keep it, you know? So I just put the same thing around it. And I also had these. Hold up. Yeah, that's my creative thinking throughout all this levels. Also decided to have connector blocks. I didn't continue on with that, but I am going to continue on with later. I'm going to keep that. There's some parts I'd delete, some parts I'd keep. You guys have any suggestions? I'll have the things. I'll tell you some of the suggestions that I want you to give me. And you could give me suggestions outside of the things I asked. These are the ones that I really want you to focus on. These things. I don't like these too much. I'm definitely going to change the spikes. They don't look good. But yeah. And I don't know. It just feels... I don't know. There's something about it. Maybe it's that it doesn't look like most levels. It looks like my level, which... Yeah. I'm gonna have like one scene where I just like showcase my coughing, and all of the other parts where I coughed, I'm just gonna be like, nah, no, we're not keeping that. That would be hilarious. This part is pretty solid. I'd keep it. Even this part where you could barely see that's a block of it. This part's solid. The only one is that the purple and yellow lines. I don't really like it. I'm not feeling it at all. Oh yeah, I forgot to show you cases. This used to be a blackout part, but then I changed it to an achromatic scale. So it looks... So I thought that was pretty transition instead of just a basic blackout screen. So I just deleted a lot of those transitions because it looked awkward and weird. It used to be completely white. I don't know how that happened. Actually, I know how that happened. I just didn't turn it back to its lower opacity. And yeah, I did not like it at all. But I fixed it. It's fine. This part, I want to know your opinion on if this looks messy or if this looks messy in a good way or a bad way. Like, should I keep this structure just spinning, or should I make this actually a workable structure? And do I have anything else? This part, I don't think it looks as good as it should look. I think this looks pretty solid. And yeah, that's basically... There's also this part. I did not put any objects in it at all. It just looks like this. I'm not sure if you'd really have anything worth keeping. A lot of this is just fine, I'd say. I love my level. I love how it's turning out. And for my first decorational piece, I think this is pretty decent. Let's go back to my other levels. If we look at... Oh, there it is. This is the one I wanted to show you. Average recent tab level. This is what I wanted to show you. This is what convinced me to like that part. But except I made it all just triangles. Oh, you see a lot of triangles, as you can see. This is one of my levels. I am still spazzing out, and it's been like 30 minutes. Holy crap. This 30 minutes, I could have just been working on my level, but I was like, no, let's make a video. Let's make a video. Why not? So, I'll Also, then there's this part, but I know what I have to do. I just need to outline it. I either have no outlines or outlines, and I'd rather have outlines. Because if I just have some parts have outlines and some parts not have outlines, it's gonna look pretty awkward, you know? It's like, why? What was your... I don't mind, you know? I'm pretty proud of my coins. I'm planning to ditch this channel anyways. Like, I'm thinking of making my NaBok preview onto a new account. And then if I hit 100 subs on that account, which is brand new and has no subs, by the way, you know, to do the thing. This ball part is really not too hard if you learn it. Then there's me failing heavily. I just want your opinions on this. And I might need some opinions on the blinker theme. Because does it look as good as I want it to look? This part looks a bit too bright, especially for the song. This song used to be Apocalypse by Eclipse 2. I like this song. But if I'm on the competition, I don't really want to be using it. So, because my level is too unfinished. I literally have 3 days to complete this level. And if I don't, then I cannot be a part of this competition. So, I decided to not be a part of this competition. And it's from the recent tab. Come on. It was literally someone who could decorate. Yeah, not the best. I could have been in the top 5. I swear on my word. I would have had such good rep too. Would have been, this level could have been advertised on a guy with a decent amount of subs on his channel, and I could have had a better chance of getting rated. I'm gonna do all the swag outs in one attempt for 100 subs. I'll try to work on this today, tomorrow, and after school. YouTube is like the foundation of getting rated. It's where you get mods to popularize your level, and I'll keep it though. I'll keep it, because if I actually want to get this done in 3 days, I half a level in 3 days if I actually want to get into this competition. And if it doesn't work out for me, I could always update it to make it rate worthy. So I like my chances. This has been an hour now. I'm probably going to cut out lots of parts. So bye guys. It's been Clumsy Tave. Always come to me for creative advice, because a beginner creator is always your best friend for another beginner creator. We could learn together. We can mentor each other. We could do all those things. And we'll learn a lot from each other. So if you ever want to level swap with me, I'm always here. Bye.